Hello everyone and welcome to Just Jargon, the home of a YouTube nobody with too much free time, and today we'll be discussing a rather interesting subject that's grown increasingly relevant in the last couple months. That being the documentary-style commentary channel known as The Right Opinion. With an audience of roughly 300,000 subscribers, both this channel and its creator have been thrust into the limelight as of late to seemingly mixed reactions from the YouTube populace. On the one hand, the reception of these videos themselves has been very positive, but many viewers have also taken note of the creator's disjointed movements and oddly suggestive tweets, leading a large portion of his audience to wonder, is The Right Opinion alright? The owner of his channel, whose name is James, which I'll be referring to actually, never mind, scratch that. I'm calling him Righty. Righty started his channel on March 31st, 2016, and thankfully so, because if he'd slacked off and done it even a single day later, it would have been one hell of an April Fool's Day joke. His content at this point was notably political in nature and utilized gameplay footage in place of the highly edited visuals that would become the set standard in the future. Righty is British, but his videos tackled subjects relating to both European and American political matters, some of which were fairly broad, while others were about specific controversies that were going on at the time. Many of these were covered by a variety of both large and small political commentary channels at the time, which helped his channel gain traction from those seeking to learn more information on topics that had already been brought attention by various popular figures. Though this proved to be an effect that wasn't solely exclusive to his political commentaries. One video in particular titled, Matt Haas Could Win, later altered to include the title, But He Didn't lol, was one such case. The video focused on the controversy regarding two YouTubers, H3H3 and Matt Haas, who was suing the channel's owners Ethan and Ela Klein for copyright infringement in a trial that ultimately proved unsuccessful. As of today, the video has acquired nearly 60,000 views, which far outweigh anything else he produced from that point in time. This combined with the fact that political channels weren't seeing as much growth as they had during the height of the 2016 election, it wasn't surprising that Righty would go on to switch up his content and segue out of politics altogether. This resulted in his channel transitioning into being a documentary-like commentary channel focusing on specific YouTubers or online controversies. With this new approach to content came the increasingly lengthy runtimes, which often clustered around a range of 30 to 40 minutes. Due to this, he began to enlist the help of editors, who would each create visuals for several individual sections of audio that Righty would record for them. With this new arrangement, the channel was able to keep a consistent level of output, which continues on a weekly basis to this very day. All things considered, it's not surprising that his channel was able to grow exponentially from this point on. In September 2018, he reached 50k, in December he reached 100k, and 1 month later on the dot he reached 200k, and now has reached 300k in late March of 2019. And in the height of his growing popularity, he founded a commentary group called the NCO, or New Commentary Order, which only grew in popularity as Righty's channel gained more attention until it became so well established in the commentary community that YouTubers such as Colossal's Crazy and I Hate Everything became members. It was ingrained in the community as a whole to the point where other channels were trying to gain entry for the clout that it offered. With Righty at the helm and the growing success of his YouTube channel, he acquired a uniquely powerful status in the community as a whole, even to the point where people like Keemstar were attempting to get on good terms with him by shouting out his channel when he was close to getting 100k, and leeches like Primming to get sloppy seconds and start dating him right after Righty had just broken up with his old boyfriend, whoever that was. But regardless, it seemed as if the sky was the limit for Righty and his future YouTube endeavors. With over 300,000 subscribers, unrivaled YouTube clout, and exponential growth ahead of him, there was seemingly no end in sight for his potential online career. But that was before the diagnosis. As I stated before, a lot of people had started to notice Righty's odd ways of moving and suggestive tweets. As it turned out, the former was due to severe nerve damage resulting from his radiation treatment, and the latter was because he was subtly alluding to the fact that he suffers from stage 5 C-word of the liver to be exact. This is evidenced by Keemstar's shoutout several months back. I mean, everyone knows Keem is an emotional, egotistical sociopath who doesn't care about anyone but himself, making his willingness to give shoutouts a bit odd. You could argue that he was just sucking up to Righty for additional clout, but as we all know from his relationship with Ricky Berwick, Keemstar has a history with working with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Me and Ricky are friends. Well, we're not really friends, you know. Basically, Make-A-Wish kind of contacted me and said, hey, this kid wants you to roast him before he...
So it's most likely that the shoutout to Righty was another such instance of this, given the severity of his condition and the speed to which it progressed. It originated in his left arm, but quickly spread to his right arm, right leg, and even left leg before reaching his liver, all of which had to be promptly amputated. This was actually just a few days ago, in fact. Though thanks to modern advancements like speech recognition software, wheelchairs, and caretakers, Righty has been able to carry on writing scripts for his YouTube videos, which made his arrangement with editors that much more beneficial. But unfortunately, the disease still resides in its place of origin, that being the liver, as well as being on the fast track to reach his brain as well. Doctors say that this in particular shouldn't cause too much harm, however, since full head amputations are hardly necessary these days. And any scar that he would get from this would be easily covered by his top hat. The C-word in his liver, however, remains to be a greater problem. However, fear not. I, Just Jargon of Just Jargon's channel reviews, have in fact volunteered to transplant a portion of my own liver into Righty so that he may in fact survive. Granted, doctors have stated there may be issues regarding if our organs are a match. Specifically, they said that livers from the superior... Specifically, they say that American livers are rarely backwards compatible to British livers. So let's just hope Sony didn't equip me with the Slim Edition. Now, they discontinued the regenerative feature on livers in 2016, so this will unfortunately mean that I myself will have to take James's liver, and well, I don't want to have to deal with the C word! But doctors say with lots of rest, a good appetite, and frequent NVIDIA updates, I should be able to avoid having the C word spread in my own system. In regards to Righty, however, the liver operation has a 50% mortality rate, but if he can get my liver, he should be cured. But I guess since we're both undergoing the same operation, there's a 75% chance that at least one of us will be game-ended and the other will get the healthy liver, so I guess it works out either way. With the help of modern medicine and advanced robotic integration, I'm sure that Righty will be back on his feet in the most literal sense in the upcoming months. In fact, doctors have even stated that the best course of action might be just performing the full head amputation after all and transplanting his brain into a Cyberman suit, thus bypassing the need for me to donate my liver entirely. And while I like the idea of not having the C word, I don't think I'd ever be able to get used to his new voice. And I think I can say the same for subscribers, so for the sake of his YouTube channel, we'll both have to risk certain destruction. Because do you want him to rebrand himself as the Cyberman opinion? I know I don't. So that's pretty much it. If you're feeling generous, I've left a link to a fundraising campaign that will allow you to put money towards his treatment. Provided we hit our goal of 11,000 yen, the money will be enough to encompass his treatment thus far, as well as the 2 necessary liver transplants and the robotic limbs to allow him to move again. Anything helps, and thank you for your patronage. I'm just Jargon, and I forgot the rest of Righty's intro, and I didn't actually write it down in the script, so it just says parentheses, the rest of Righty's outro, after me saying, I'm just Jargon, and so I probably should have looked at that before I actually started reading out this, but it's too little too late right now. But wait, there's more. Before we conclude things off, I thought I'd let you hear it from the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, straight from the hospital, I bring you the one and only Right Opinion.
Oh, thank you, Jargon. As you can tell, I'm a bit under the weather. Every morning, it's a struggle just to put on my Mr. Peanut top hat and monocle, but I struggle on anyway. For the viewers, every day my accent gets worse. Every day is torment. At night, I can feel my leg. I have to write all my scripts for weekly uploads on my colostomy bag, and sometimes the pen punches right through it. The nurses all laugh at me and take turns pointing at my genitals. But after all the excruciating procedures I've gone through, just to stay alive, there's only one thing that makes it all worthwhile. Money. Also likes. So please, hit that money button and consider donating to my likes. This was Tro, signing off.
Wow. Very, very touching. Well said. And my god, those weren't even the lines I gave you. Those were way better. Seriously good improv. For real though, 100%. But are you okay though, Tro? Are you on the laughing gas again? And he's gone. You know what? I'm beginning to think that wasn't actually Tro at all. But fine. You know what? Whatever. He's gone. I can live with that. Don't let him back in though, even if it was really Tro. I want to keep my kidney. In fact, let's just call this whole thing off. I'm done. Frick all of you. I'm not going to game end myself. Not this week anyways. Video's over. Bye. Roll the credits or something before I get too tempted to make a gay joke and the video gets taken down for...
Love it. Keep doing it. Keep it up. Keep it up, bro. You're the best.
Hi, just Jargon here to explain the joke. That message up there was actually real. I actually legitimately got a video taken down because of,